What I want to talk about on today's call is the state of marketing, the power of focus, Facebook advertising, the best 3 sales questions, video marketing, the importance of faces.
This call is being recorded.
All right, so what I want to talk about on today's call, guys, is why buying a car sucks and why car dealerships are officially screwed. I actually had an experience over the last couple of weeks that I wanted to share with you guys, which was buying a new car for my wife. And what's funny is car dealers are just set up in the wrong way. Basically, if you guys don't know this, car dealerships do not want to sell used cars. They want to sell new cars. That's where they make their money. So if you go to a car dealer and they're not like a CarMax or a used car lot, you can literally see the wind come out of their sales as soon as you tell them that you want a used car, not a new car. Like I went to this place called Carl Black Chevrolet, and they do a ton of marketing. They do a great job of getting people to go to the dealership, to walk onto the lot, to come to their store. But the problem is, as soon as we told the guy what our budget was and that we wanted a used car, you could see the disappointment on his face. Basically, all the money that they spent on marketing went out the window because we got poor sales service. We had a poor salesperson. And this is actually why a company like CarMax has become so successful. They only sell used cars, so they don't make you feel like a second-class citizen when you walk on the lot. The other thing they do is they've eliminated negotiating. It's a hassle-free price, which is also something that's always very frustrating at the dealership. You think they mark it up, and then you got to talk them back down. And by the way, buying a new car is actually the dumbest investment you could possibly make. So it was very frustrating to walk onto a car lot based on them doing marketing and then for the salesperson to ruin the deal. We would have bought a car that day. We're cash buyers. We don't need financing. We pay in full. So sorry, our budget wasn't as big as he expected, but we were buying the car in full. So I told my neighbor about this experience. I also talked to Neil. He had an equally miserable experience at Carl Black Chevrolet. And so I talked to my neighbor and he said, Chris, you got to try this new system. You got to try this new way to buy a car. It's actually called Carvana. And that stands for, I think, Car Nirvana. And what's different about using Carvana is, number one, they have limitless inventory. So if you go to buy a used car, even if you go to CarMax and you get the color you want and the make you want and the budget you want, there's like 2 choices. So the internet has created this ability for there to be limitless inventory. It's kind of like if you go to Best Buy and they're sold out of something, you can always get it on Amazon. The other thing is they bring the car to you. They will actually bring the car to your house and they will take the car away that you're getting rid of. Now, I know a lot of you guys might think, well, Chris, no one's going to actually buy a car without driving it first. And I agree. So here's what's going to start happening. Like we're looking at a Ford Edge. We're going to go to Ford and we're going to drive an Edge and then we're going to go home and buy it on Carvana. Dealerships are screwed, guys, and they did it to themselves. They did it because their sales process and their customer service sucks. If you want to know how to put a nail in your own coffin, that's how. Now, I will say this, Carl Black is about to become a Best Buy. These big dealerships that don't give a shit are all about to become Blockbusters and Best Buys and BlackBerry, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go there and touch it and feel it, and then I'm going to order it on my phone. So if I'm a car dealer, how do I survive? How do I compete? How do I make sure that I actually have a dealership 5 years from now? Well, number one is you need smarter marketing. Number 2, you need better technology. And number 3, you need stellar sales and service. I mean, if you think about, like, guys, I want you to look at it. Go to Carl Black Chevrolet's website and then go to Carvana's website. Tell me that technology doesn't matter. Tell me that user experience and user interface and design don't matter. Of course they matter. If these dealerships would actually put their TV and radio budget into social media, if they would actually put some of their budget into their own website, if they would put some of their budget into their own content marketing, not having to pay the radio and television premiums, not having to do direct mail and newspaper bullshit, well, guess what would end up happening? They could spend the rest of it on sales training and coaching and service. Those are the things that can make an immediate and a dramatic impact on their business. So I know I'm not the only person that's been through this process with a car dealership. I know I'm not the only person that got excited about buying a new car, went online, got sucked into the marketing, and then went and had a terrible experience. In fact, I think every single day, people deal exactly with what I just dealt with. And when there is a better way, when there is a Nirvana or a Carvana out there, people will find it, people will use it, and people will tell their friends about it. And when that happens, they stop doing it the way they've always done it. Thank you guys for your time today. Thanks so much. Hey, this is Chris. Thanks for listening to my call. If you enjoyed the call, please subscribe right now. Also, share the episode and use the hashtag #CallsWithChris. Every week, I choose a few people randomly to win a free signed copy of the conversion code, my USA Today best-selling book. You can also visit Curaytor.com, that's Curaytor.com, to learn more about my company, which is the one I'm running during these calls. We help small businesses grow faster, and we've been featured recently by Inc., Forbes, Fortune, and Entrepreneur Magazine.